Hi everybody! We are headed from Durango to Sedona, Arizona today. Dana's parents flew out from Boston and rented an Airbnb, so we're going to spend a long weekend exploring Sedona and hopefully getting some mountain biking in, maybe some hiking, and just a good time to hang out and catch up because we haven't seen them in almost a year and a half, which is kind of wild. So we have Bruce with us, which is one of the benefits of being able to drive. We are really excited to check out a new place. We've never been to Sedona before.
We have 3 mountain bikes in the back of the truck, so we brought my extra mountain bike for my dad. Pretty excited to get out for some riding in the middle of January. Durango's a fantastic place to ride bikes, but we've gotten a lot of snow recently, so none of the trails are open, and we have been hankering for some MTB action. The drive is beautiful. I don't think we're going to hit an interstate the whole time. It's really just 65 mile an hour 2-lane roads, which is our preference. We are on Navajo Nation land and it is gorgeous. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, but the red rocks around us are mostly peeking out, and it is beautiful. So it's an awesome little drive here. Zero traffic, so would recommend.
Our drive is only about 6 hours, and we actually drove right through the Four Corners Monument, which we had both heard was a little bit anticlimactic, like not the most exciting thing in the world, but we figured we were driving by, so we might as well check it out. And then we promptly changed our mind when we saw it was $8 a person just to look at a plaque on the ground. So didn't actually see it, but we drove right by it. Dana's 2 sisters are also meeting us in Sedona, which we're really excited to catch up with them. One of his sisters lives in Portland, Oregon, and then his other sister lives on the Front Range of Colorado, so we don't get to see each other a whole lot because even though we live in the same state, it's a good 7-hour drive to see each other. So yeah, it'll be great to hang out and get some quality time with the whole family. We've been meaning to check out Sedona for a while because we keep hearing such amazing things about the trails out there. We are hopeful that we can get at least a couple rides in and some hiking, but there's definitely some weather on its way, so we'll see how it goes. But we're feeling optimistic about getting some good outdoor activities in. But we did bring a few board games along just in case. He may not look it right now, but Mr. Bruce is very excited for this trip too because some of his favorite humans will be there. And yeah, this is his little spot when we go on trips. He's got his bed back there on top of some storage bins. He's very comfy, but he really just wants to be close to us, so we find him slowly creeping his way forward as the drive gets longer. And yeah, oh.
But he is buckled in there, so they can't get too far, and if we were to get into an accident or something, he would be as secure as possible.
As soon as we arrived to town, we jumped on our bikes and rode some of the trails around town. Slim Shady and Highline were my favorites, while Heather enjoyed Chuckwagon Trail the most.
After our first ride, we put the drone up for a few minutes to get a lay of the land. We're new to the drone scene, but Sedona is one of the best places to fly that we've visited so far. Because most of the features Sedona has to offer are not within a national park, there are endless opportunities for great footage and very few rules around their usage. Yet another reason we'll need to come back. Dana's family loves to get outside, so we went on a number of hikes during our short trip. Our favorite was the Broken Arrow Trail, which landed us at this beautiful spot to soak in the nice weather and enjoy the views before a storm rolled in. We even had time to snap next year's family Christmas photo with the drone.
Once the storm came in, it meant no more hiking or biking for a bit to avoid dealing with peanut butter mud and damaging the trails. On our final day together, we drove 40 minutes to the ghost town of Jerome. This small town, like many across the West, was once a huge mining community with over 15,000 residents, but now there are less than 500 people who live here, mainly supported by tourist revenues. While most of our travel revolves around scenic natural landscapes and getting away from civilization, exploring a cultural landmark with my family was a great way to spend our final day together. We soon parted ways and headed up towards Flagstaff on our way back to Durango. Remember that storm I mentioned that kept us off the trails? Well, just a few hundred feet higher than Sedona, all that rain was snow, which made our trip home a bit more exciting and much more beautiful.
We had such an amazing trip, but we feel like we only scratched the surface of what Sedona has to offer. We can't wait to come back.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful day in Jerome.